made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom.
Get ready to get healthy. Get ready to get fit. Get ready to take charge of your health. Get ready to listen, learn, and live healthier, because your health is your wealth. It's time for some information and inspiration. It's time to talk about health and nutrition. Nutrition for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, supplementation for when you don't. Let's Talk Nutrition. Scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Daily prizes and giveaways. Follow Dr. Garko on Twitter at Dr. Garko and on Facebook at facebook.com/Dr. Michael Garko. Now, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Now let that guy play. Plays it the same way every day. It's amazing. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. And hope you're having a good day. Good day in here. I have a couple of guests in studio today. I'll introduce them in a moment. I'm trying to get one of my producers an important document, and he keeps staring at me. He's like, you know, any day now, Doc, any day now, please send it to me, please. It's on its way. Here it comes. And Steven's behind the glass.
Yep.
John's in the studio, and he has one of his other producers with him. Why don't you grab your mic? Tell the people who you are.
My name's Josh. I'm the streamer.
He's a streamer.
Not to be confused with a streaker.
Not exactly.
Well,
and,
on occasion.
And the producers are there actually in the studio, stream the show. You can watch the show at letstalknutrition.com. Steven's behind the glass. Steven, that guy to my left is Henry Small. You remember Henry on the show? I was out of Canada with Strauss.
It sounds familiar, yes. We have.
He has his own talk show. He's a musician.
Yes, okay, yeah, because we pulled up some of his music at one time.
He has a brother who's in a witness protection program.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
No, his brother's a famous opera singer.
Mm-hmm. I do recall now, yeah.
And Henry's a pretty famous musician himself, and he is a talk show host in Canada. What do they do, deport you?
I'm here, yes. It's about as far away as I could get.
Henry's one of my good friends, a kindred spirit. I was a musician for half of my career, too. He still performs. And you have your radio show in Canada. You've been on the air, what, 20 years?
21 years.
Mm-hmm. You still perform? You're a producer, a music producer?
Yeah, still doing that, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I just keep going, baby.
And Henry's show is not a health talk show, but he was on some of you may remember, he was with Strauss Heart Drops.
Yes.
Strauss, the company that makes the product. Why don't you tell him? Remember that product?
Yeah, Heart Drops.
Heart Drops.
You said it.
And, you know, he was
Heart Drops, and they had a bunch of great things. I mean, he was a herbalist from Germany, actually. His family is like 8 generations of herbalists, and they developed some products that were absolutely. They still are. They're amazing products.
Yeah, they were a sponsor at one point.
Yes,
and
then I ruined that by being on the show.
No, no, you didn't. You were a spokesperson for Strauss. And some of you may, who are longtime listeners, may remember Henry. So Henry's in studio with me. His brother.
How did he get in here?
I don't know how you're the visitor. He lives here in Florida, but he's an opera singer.
Yeah, a great opera singer
of some note too.
Yeah.
He's modest. He won't
say anything. He's scared to death over there. Come on, you talked all the way here. You couldn't shut you up. Now you're quiet.
I'm listening to both of you.
Oh, okay.
This is your métier. My métier is somewhere else.
Okay.
So he's been an opera singer. I mean, he's famous. He is famous. Right?
He alternated roles with Placido Domingo. I don't really know a lot of it because I was pretty much drunk all the time for that period of time. But anyway, no, a great singer and a great brother.
Right.
He's the guy that got me here this morning. He woke up at 6 o'clock.
Right.
That's probably why he's not talking.
Yeah, his name's Giorgio Haristo.
Yeah.
Right, Giorgio?
Thank you, Doctor. Yes.
Yeah, you don't call him George.
Yes.
Don't call him
it's
George.
Giorgio.
Like George.
I didn't say George.
I know. I say George, and he goes crazy.
It's Giorgio.
Yes.
Thank you.
And he still performs.
Well, we have a vocal studio now in Bel Air,
Florida.
and we're giving back to the community. That's
Good.
what we enjoy doing. When you get to be 70 years old, it's time to give back to the community instead of keep singing. Although we do, of course, church gigs, and
Good.
and we're serving every way we can with
Sure.
what I've got left.
See,
Right.
Who knows
there's
how
the
long
good.
it'll be.
That's the good brother.
Yeah.
That's the good brother.
Yeah, if I walked into church, it'd probably fall down on me or something. So,
And so,
They say you don't use it, you lose it. So I'm still using it.
so good. He still performs.
Sure.
And music, as far as I'm concerned, is therapy. It's nutrition of a different sort. Music is therapeutic for me, and I cannot imagine my life without music. I listen all day, all time, whenever I can. I have my headphones on, constantly listening. I grew up. My mother, this is true, Giorgio. I have recollection of this. I was a very young boy, 3, 4. There was a station in Pittsburgh called I still remember WLOA in Braddock, Pennsylvania. The irony of this story is that Braddock, which is now a city in horrible decline, at the time was an industrial city, steel mills there,
Pittsburgh.
and it was a deep blue collar community. They had a wonderful classical music station there. And my mother, in her infinite brilliance and wisdom, would play that radio station all day long. As a boy, that was the first music I ever heard in my life, and I listened to that all day long. And I can remember sitting, whoever she was playing, Wagner, Beethoven, Chopin, whoever it was, and she sang. She loved to sing.
Oh, beautiful.
All right, and I can remember sitting by myself, listening next to the radio, and hearing the music. And my imagination, creating images, it was a wonderful experience for me, and that was my introduction to music.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and it was here, a blue collar town, Braddock, playing wonderful classical music. That's what I grew up with. So that was my connection to classical music, and it influenced my career
stays
choices.
with you.
It does stay. Yeah, I mean that's that. You're that young, and that's what you're listening to, and. It makes you curious, intellectually curious. You don't realize what it's doing to you at the time. And so these are things I know you resonate with you, and I know what music means to you, but I could not imagine my life without music. In fact, music is used as therapy often in the world of medicine to help people recover either from emotional trauma, physical illness and sickness. Music is very therapeutic, as you well know, right?
Well, we had a dysfunctional stepfather, and that was our escape. My brother and I went to music and hid ourselves in our rooms and listened to music when we got disgusted with him.
Mm-hmm. So you've performed all around the world?
Well, mainly the European. I was in about 17 countries.
17 countries?
Yeah, 16, 17. I lost count.
And you've been performing since you were a child, right?
Oh, no. Actually, I was a musician like yourself. Played clarinet and sax in high school. Then I went to university and had my bachelor degree with clarinet. Actually, after I got drafted, a guy that was in my band in 3rd Army headquarters, where I was sent back to rehab in Atlanta, was a singer who studied with a very famous opera singer in America named Blanche T-Baum. And he heard me singing in the rec room one day. He said, "Hey, what are you doing with the sax and the clarinet? You should be a singer." I said, "Well, you know, what are you going to teach me? And he taught me a few art songs. And then I took an audition and went to Manhattan School of Music and got a scholarship because I was tall and looked reasonable. I cracked the last note in a Rigoletto aria of La Donna Mobile, as a matter of fact. And the teacher said, well, you're tall. That's unusual for a tenor. And you're musical. That's also unusual for a tenor. And they said, we're going to give you a scholarship, and we'll fix the high notes.
Good for you.
How I got started.
And the rest is history.
The rest is history.
And has performed around the world with some of the world's most famous opera singers. And it's a privilege to have you fellas in the studio. Thanks for stopping by today. They're gonna hang around. I have a guest today, Jerry Smith from Natural Factors. We come back. Our relationship with food, and this implicates your emotions. They're your thoughts, and then your emotions. Which one are more powerful?
At Nordic Naturals, we know that a commitment to deliver the world's safest, most effective omega oils requires an exceptional process. That's why we manage every step of production, from boat to bottle. That includes sustainably sourcing wild-caught fish from well-managed fisheries. It means using state-of-the-art equipment and technology at our manufacturing plant in Arctic Norway. Nordic Naturals bottles and encapsulates our omega-3s at our own facility and carefully ships products from our eco-friendly headquarters in California. The result? Nordic Naturals products have received more than 40 awards for taste, innovation, and product excellence. You can trust the quality of Nordic Naturals products and know you're getting all the health benefits omega-3 fish oils offer. Nordic Naturals' high-quality, great-tasting omega-3s make staying healthy easier for you and your family. When choosing an omega-3 fish oil product, choose the #1 fish oil in the U.S. Choose Nordic Naturals. Available at natural product retailers or online at nordicnaturals.com.
Hi, I'm Kate. I'm a busy mom, always on the go. Whether it's for business, pleasure, errands, or carpools, I don't have much downtime, so I really appreciate the convenience of Ultimate Flora RTS Probiotics from Renew Life. RTS stands for room temperature strains, which means they're probiotics that don't require refrigeration. They're packaged in handy on-the-go blister packs, so they can travel with me anywhere. I take an Ultimate Flora RTS Women's Probiotic every day to support my feminine health. And my husband enjoys the convenience of Ultimate Flora RTS Daily Probiotic to support immune health and promote digestive balance. Both have 15 billion live probiotics in each capsule. And all Ultimate Flora RTS probiotics have once-a-day delayed release capsules and guaranteed potency until the expiration date. Experience the convenience of Ultimate Flora RTS probiotics today. Available at health food stores everywhere. From Renew Life, the digestive care experts.
Is your skin showing signs of aging? Do you want hair with more body and stronger nails? Add NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C to your daily routine to help you regain your youthful, vibrant appearance. Collagen is the body's key structural protein, and it is critical to the elasticity and strength of connective tissues like skin, ligaments, and tendons. Recent clinical studies suggest that supplementing with collagen may reduce wrinkles and increase the firmness of your skin, improve the thickness of your hair, and strengthen your nails. Previously, medical studies also show a wide range of benefits from collagen supplements that may help with your joint pain, bone strength, and exercise recovery. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C provides 100% pure collagen that's hydrolyzed for maximum absorption. Results are felt and seen within weeks. Super Collagen Plus C promotes a healthy body by providing specialized nutritional support to help fight the effects of aging. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C products are available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold.
Medi-C Plus. The C in Medi-C Plus stands for vitamin C, and the plus stands for lysine. Did you know vitamin C is arguably the most important water-soluble antioxidant in the human body? Or that we cannot produce vitamin C on our own like animals do? We need Medi-C Plus to meet our daily needs. Medi-C Plus provides the body with a high concentration of vitamin C and lysine, which work together to build collagen for optimal heart health. Dr. Gifford Jones, graduate of the Harvard Medical School, developed Medi-C Plus after his own heart attack 16 years ago. With the help of Medi-C Plus, Dr. Gifford Jones is now a healthy, 91 years old. But Medi-C Plus is not just for heart health. Medi-C Plus also benefits your immune system, vision, promotes healthy skin, provides support for healthy teeth and gums, healthy joints, and much more. So make Medi-C Plus part of your daily routine and enjoy healthy living. Medi-C Plus at your local vitamin discount center and all fine health food stores. You can also order online at mymedi-c.com or call toll-free at 1-844-871-0069.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Flexin, the joint health experts. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening or viewing the show, whatever you may be doing. People do a lot of different things. Sometimes they're getting ready for work. They're driving their car on the way to work. Depends just on where you are and what time the show airs in different markets at different times. But you can always catch the show live. You can call 877-897-8255 as well. That's a toll-free number. If you want to listen to the show live, just go to letstalknutrition.com and get all the information there that you need. My articles are there and videos of the show. The show's on demand. You can watch the show on demand. You can listen to the show on demand. If you want to listen, click on show schedule. Oftentimes you hear me talk about, just one more thought. When I said music is therapeutic, because I have two of my friends in studio today, Henry Small and Giorgio Heristo. Did I say that last name right? How do you say it? Aristo. Yeah, okay. Yeah, put your mic on.
Aristo.
Yeah. Okay. And they're both musicians. It turns out, I wasn't a loose comment. There is a growing field in healthcare known as music therapy, and they're using music to help people heal. There is even some research with Alzheimer's patients and using music therapy. So when I tell you music is therapeutic, it's therapeutic for me. It's one of my great ways to manage stress. I'm very serious about that. Nevertheless, you often hear me talk about a relationship with food. And it's a complicated relationship. That relationship begins in utero. What your mother ate will start to shape your food preferences, believe it or not, how your genes will express, and so on. And continues once you're born and throughout your life. That relationship is formed very, very early. And it's interesting, clearly the conscious choice, our thoughts about what we're going to eat, when we're going to eat it, where, with whom, and whatever, driven by our thoughts. But our relationship with food also has an emotional component. And this becomes important. This emotional component came up in a study out of the University of Buffalo. And it deals with dieting. And what they pointed out in the study, that dieting is a process that involves conscious planning and change. And that implicates your behavior. You have to change behavior, and you have to have some plan. And a lot of thought is put, hopefully, thoughts are used to make all that happen, to make the plan and to figure out what behavior to change, and so on. So there's that rational part of your relationship with food. Turns out, however, that one of the researchers in the study said the crux of the disconnect is that when he's talking about here is that the plan to change eating behavior and behaving according to that plan is one thing, but he point out that this dieting plan that you have will differ oftentimes from the actual behavior because of your emotions. Then here's the quote: "The crux of the disconnect is between thoughts and feelings. Planning is important, but feelings matter, and focusing on feelings and understanding their role can be a great benefit. So plans to change behavior are a function of thought, the belief that weight loss is possible by making better food choices, right? But when it comes to that moment of nutritional truth, when you have to make that choice, emotions become a driver. It takes a special individual to sit back and say, well, let me think this over before I eat that donut. That's not going to happen. You're not going to sit there and contemplate whether or not you should eat the donut. If you do, it's going to last not very long, that thought process, and your emotions are going to kick in. And so that choice is not only driven by the thought, but it's also driven by your feelings. Eating is a very emotional experience. And oftentimes people don't understand that, and they get swept away. Emotions are powerful, and get swept away by their emotions. And you making that choice, you would like to think it's a conscious choice based on rational thought. Maybe it's a conscious choice based on a lot of conditioning and a lot of emotions at the time. And hopefully you make the right choice. Oftentimes we don't. You should never underestimate the emotional component of your relationship with food. As in any relationship, emotions play a big role. And Henry, you and I, when you used to be on my show, we would often talk about that, and you would often share your experiences in your own life.
I was one of those guys. Being a musician, you're on the road, you eat whatever you eat, and I carried those habits. I mean, I grew up like that. I was eating milkshakes and sugar and Coca-Cola, and it never really stopped, because the lifestyle of a musician's pretty much, you're not sitting down at a table with a family and eating a decent meal. You're going from place to place. You grab whatever you can backstage, in a diner at night, afterwards, whatever. And I carried that into even doing radio in the morning. I get up really early in the morning, I have 5 cups of coffee, a couple of donuts, anything that was available. So
it's not a lot of thought, a lot of conditioned behavior, a lot of emotions,
yeah,
right?
Absolutely. And when it comes to deep thought, as you know, it's not my strong suit. But that's
not true, man. You're a very thoughtful guy.
At a certain point, though, it started to have a physical effect.
Sure, and it will. So you shouldn't underestimate. I report on this story to point out that our relationship with food is complicated. It's psychological, it's emotional, it's behavioral, and could even be spiritual. Jerry Smith is my guest, and he'll be along in just a moment.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Over the past 60 years, I have prescribed and been introduced to countless health therapies from around the world. I formulated Medi-C Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medi-C Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medi-C Plus a part of your daily health routine too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering. You're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Turn on.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Renew Life, the Digestive Care Company, Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing, Greens Plus, superfood for super health, Medi-C Plus, for heart health and more, New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom, NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
We're back, and I'm glad you're here. If you just tuned in, a couple of my pals are in the studio today. Henry Small and Giorgio Aristo are here. They're my pals. They're from Canada. And on the phone is Jerry Smith. I've talked to him in a while. I haven't seen him either, and he's with Natural Factors. Jerry, welcome back to the show. It's great to have you on.
Thank you, Dr. Garko. It's wonderful to be with you.
Where are you?
I actually am in Vancouver, Washington today.
Oh, near your neck of the woods.
Yeah, Vancouver, BC.
What are you doing up there? Drinking pina coladas?
Yeah, the weather's more like high tea, but yes, it's actually a beautiful spring this year.
Is that where you live?
Actually, I live in the other Vancouver, in Washington State. So, but I like to, pretend I'm in Canadian Vancouver when I want to daydream.
Vancouver, in British Columbia. What a remarkable city that is, right?
Oh, it is. It's fantastic. It's like out of a 21st century sci-fi movie. It's very modern.
Very modern, multi-ethnic, multicultural. Unbelievable place, right?
You're absolutely right. That's exactly the impression I recently had, and it's very rapidly changing too. It's quite stimulating.
I was so struck by the diversity there when I visit. I've been there a couple of times, and it's a young city. A lot of young people.
Totally, absolutely, and its growth is relatively recent too. It's kind of really kind of a 21st century city in many ways. It's kind of had a revitalization after the millennial turn,
and a lot of energy. And I bring this up because where people live does affect their health. People they talk about the weather, they talk about where they live. They can't do much about the weather, and sometimes they can't do much about where they live either because they can't move. But they constantly make references to how the weather's affecting them, where they live, whether it's congested, whether it's beautiful, or a place like Vancouver. Always making allusions and references to those kinds of things that have nothing necessarily directly to do with biology, but still have an impact on our health, yeah?
Oh, absolutely, for sure. And New Yorkers have their perception of life and the pleasures of life, and Los Angeles and everywhere. It's all part of our daily bias, positive or negative.
Yeah, I know. Oftentimes people think of health in a very confined way. And what I try to do on the show is open up the concept, because health, wellness, and well-being are these multidimensional, very complicated, all kinds of layers to them, multiple meanings. I mean, it's one person's health is another person's I don't know what. It's wonderful to talk about, and so I'd like to explore that from time to time on the show and engage the guests such as yourself. You can tell the audience I didn't talk to you before going on air in terms of here are the questions, and we don't do that around here. So you don't have any clue where I'm going to go today, right?
I'll follow wherever you lead, Dr. Garko.
Okay, so who was the crazy uncle in the attic? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I always enjoy seeing you at trade shows and talking with you. You always have a nice energy about you, and you're a thoughtful guy. And you've been in this business a long time, haven't you?
About 20 years plus, yes.
Mm-hmm. What could you tell the listeners and the viewers of my show about the natural products industry? Something that they really need to know that would be relevant to them.
Well, I think that the vanguard of consumers who purchase natural products is really what we tend to call the baby boomers. And that says a lot about what natural products are about. Baby boomers broke all the rules and basically created their own direction, really somewhat different than their parents, quite a bit different. And part of that was getting back to the land. That was the original concept. So, natural products basically are just setting the clock back. That's the basic idea. But what evolved from there, from basically, hey, let's eat oatmeal and so forth, and here's this wheat germ stuff we've been taking out of our food back in the 50s, it evolved into something of a different paradigm to be more harmonious with our body, using food in creative ways and food concentrates in creative ways to achieve better health. Mm-hmm. Wellness, in other words, is not found necessarily in a drugstore shelf. Mm-hmm. That wellness is part of being harmonious with our natural biological processes, learning about those, and respecting those. So I think, what natural products, to some people who are not interested in that, they feel it's some kind of like Maharishi phase that boomers went through. But it really is more of a respect for our bodies and our place in the natural world. And the premise of that is that being closer to our biological chemistry is going to be a more successful strategy. So as a very broad view, I think it is one of the best legacies from the baby boomer generation that younger generations, even the millennials, their grandchildren and their young children should learn that they blazed the trail back to that original path.
It's interesting. Good answer. I can't remember a thing you said. No, that's a wonderful
Jerry. I'm a baby boomer. I'm confused over here.
That's a wonderful answer. Let me see if I can break that down a little bit. As it turns out, baby boomers, depending on who you read, some say began in 1944, some say 1946. It runs to about 1964. People born in that time frame. And then you have different categories of baby boomers. It's not necessarily one homogeneous group, that there are differences with baby boomers born in different decades. Nevertheless, your observation about baby boomers wanting to get in touch with the land, with the earth, and becoming in wellness, a little different concept from health. Wellness, more multidimensional concept. Wellness being something whereby you become one with your biology, where you become more harmonious with biology, and your body in your relationship with food becomes an important part of trying to create that harmony or that homeostasis or balance. And hence the natural products industry, especially natural factors, has made a very strong attempt to try to return back to the earth. In fact, they have a new line that's doing exactly that.
At Canavest, we believe that the future of hemp is unlimited, and through innovative and responsible application and science, we will enhance the prosperity and well-being of our customers, employees, and communities. As pioneers, our long-term goal at Canavest is to locate hemp seed processing mills near to our future family of hemp farmers. These local factories will convert hemp seed into nutritious oil, protein powders, bread flour, and hemp meal. Canavest supports local efforts and believes that sustainability starts locally. Canavest was named one of the Nutritional Outlook's Best of 2014, and we are committed to pioneering the hemp revolution as the world's leading producer of quality hemp-derived CBD products. Resistance to change is in great part the result of trying to do today's job with yesterday's tools and with yesterday's concepts. The hemp revolution is here, and it's up to all of us to change perception and to impact policy. Will you join us in this movement? Learn more about the education and science behind Canavest at canavest.com.
Do you know what's in your multivitamin? Is your multivitamin just synthetic, chemically processed vitamins and minerals that lack the whole food benefits found in nature? Or does it deliver much more? New Chapter takes vitamins and minerals another step, delivering whole food cultured multivitamins. Why cultured? There's a long tradition of fermenting foods with good bacteria to create gentle, cultured products. Yogurt and miso are great examples of healthy, cultured foods. New Chapter brings culturing to multivitamins using special recipes of live probiotics and organic fruits and vegetables to transform each individual nutrient. The results? New Chapter whole food cultured multivitamins, gentle enough to take anytime, even on an empty stomach. Discover the New Chapter difference. Nutrition cultured for your benefit. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local Fine Health food store.
Hi, I'm Jordan Rubin, founder and CEO of Garden of Life. Oceans 3 was created with a simple premise in mind. Develop a line of premium omega-3 fish oil formulations that met or exceeded the market leader in quality, and then go beyond omega-3 by providing amplified benefits and value to the consumer. Oceans 3 contains ultra-pure, high-potency fish oil, along with astaxanthin and fucoxanthin. Each of these ingredients, when taken individually, have superb benefits. When they are combined into the exciting compound omega-xanthin, they work synergistically to amplify their already amazing benefits. In addition to the synergy of omega-xanthin, Oceans 3 offers unrivaled purity and greater value than the leading omega-3 fish oils available today, making the Oceans 3 family of products the best choice for anyone looking to add a healthy dose of omega-3 fats and a giant dose of extraordinary health to their lives.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Coenzyme Q10 is a powerful antioxidant nutrient. It protects against free radical damage, supports heart function, energy production, and immune response. Aging reduces our ability to absorb CoQ10 from our diet, so supplementing with a highly absorbable form of CoQ10 is the first step to ensuring optimal levels in the body. Secondly, typical CoQ10 supplements are in a ubiquinone or non-reduced form. For the body to use that type of CoQ10, it must first convert it to ubiquinol or the reduced form. QH Absorb is Jarrow Formula's highly absorbable and bioavailable CoQ10 supplement. Not only is QH Absorb more absorbable than traditional CoQ10 supplements, but as ubiquinol, it's already in a reduced bioavailable form. Your body can use QH Absorb without having to do any conversion work. Ask specifically for Jarrow Formula's QH Absorb at your favorite vitamin retailer. For more information on QH Absorb, go to jarrow.com. That's JARROW for the best and highly absorbable bioavailable CoQ10 supplements.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Canavest, from seed to shelf. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. NZ Medica, the enzyme experts. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Jerry Smith with Natural Factors is my guest today. And more than a few people listening and watching this show take supplements, right? And I know that, me included, have done so for a very long, long time. Supplement is galaxies away from food, from real food. However, you can travel between those galaxies if you know what you're doing. This is what I'm getting at. You heard Jerry, you heard Jerry talk about how baby boomers have, in a lot of ways, influenced the way we think about food and supplements and so on. And baby boomers, the one point he made, wanted to get back in touch with the earth, if you will. And many of you are baby boomers, and many of you take supplements. The trick is to find a company that, in fact, understands, that they're not just putting pills and liquids and whatever in bottles, packages, or something else. That they're doing it with some sort of philosophy, point of view, method, purpose. And at Natural Factors, they have developed a line called Whole Earth and Sea that gets exactly at that theme that you were talking about, Jerry, getting back to the earth and to the sea in this case, in a very interesting kind of way, right?
Absolutely.
And share with the listener and the viewer of the show what what the intention of this whole Earth and Sea line is.
Sure, I'll be glad to. Since we're waxing poetic here, I like to begin this discussion just with a quote from Albert Einstein. Now, I'm kind of misapplying his quote, but it fits very well to this subject. And here's the quote: "Not everything that can be counted counts, and not everything that counts can be counted. What really matters is not always obvious." And I think that applies to our supplements. For example, if I bought a common mass market brand of supplement, that had maybe 1 or 2 milligrams of B2, I probably wouldn't count that for very much. But the difference in food is there's many things that we have not identified as significant for human health. Food, and even when you concentrate it, say, into a powder, has hundreds, maybe thousands of molecules and different, what we tend to call phytonutrients. And that can really matter when we discover, like something like vitamin K2, that's significant to human health. So what the advantage of working with food and trying to concentrate it so it's practical in a supplement form is that you have yet undiscovered things to kind of bridge that galaxy you mentioned between supplements and food. If you concentrate it in a meaningful way, you're ahead of the game because discoveries on human nutrition happen every day.
This is an interesting point. Many of you have supplements in your cabinets at home or on your kitchen table or wherever that are extracts. They are just they're extracted from food. And it could be whatever the vitamin or the mineral or the supplement may be. They're called extracts. And they're very useful. And I take many of them. Then again, there's now a movement where companies such as Natural Factors, which is a real supplement company, and we'll talk about that, where they're taking real food and using all of the food to make the supplement, and they're not extracting anything out of the food. You're using the food, and the food becomes the supplement, correct?
That's correct. And it's obviously easier to say than to do, but yes, that's correct.
What, did I fumble all over that?
No, it's just that it sounds like a soundbite, but there's real science involved and many years of trial and error to actually accomplish this kind of task.
It's hard. This is hard to do. People would say, well, you take a bunch of vegetables, you put them in a big pot, you cook them up, and then you let it cool down, and you compress it somehow and put them in a tablet, and you're all done. Right?
That's exactly what the perception tends to be, yes.
Explain to the listener why it's not that.
Well, because the nutrients in food are delicate. They're fragile. And one of the things you mentioned that tends to break them down in a negative way is heat. And so if you're going to do this right, and Natural Factors, they are the DIY of the industry. They really want to do things themselves whenever possible. And to do this means that you have to figure out how to concentrate many different types of, superfoods without a lot of heat. So one of the fundamental things that the process we learned was how to concentrate gently and keeping the temperature in what you can call a raw state, under 118 degrees, and that includes the tableting process, which can generate a lot of heat. So these are kept in their raw form because just anybody knows when you cook your rutabagas or whatever you're cooking, they tend to have less nutrients. Maybe you're losing the nutrients in the water instead of in what you're eating. So that was a fundamental principle that these were kept raw.
This is interesting. So this whole Earth and Sea line with Natural Factors is an attempt, and a successful one at that, to take whole food, concentrate it, and compress it, get it into a pill, and get it into a bottle, and end up with a product that is highly nutritious, nutrient-rich and dense, and healthy. It's not an extract, it's a concentrate. Share with the listener as we move into these messages for the top of the hour, Jerry. How much? Can you give me a statistic or a take on how much is concentrated to make? How much fruit or vegetables is contained in one pill?
Sure, and that's kind of the takeaway. With dozens of different vegetables and fruits involved, they have learned to concentrate these in the gentle way I described, 333 to 1 concentrate.
What does that mean?
That means a typical small tablet has a quarter pound, or 100 grams to those in the metric world, a quarter pound of this concentrate per tablet. So that's 200 grams or 2 quarter pounders with each 2 tablet serving.
It's amazing to think of that. A quarter pound or 100 grams of concentrated food in 1 tablet. That's amazing. I mean, try to get your head wrapped around that. So you're not talking about extracts, you're talking about concentrates. That's what this whole Earth and Sea line is. When we come back, Jerry's going to lay out the line a little bit, tell you some of the products that are in the line. This is very, very fascinating, very interesting. Natural Factors, great company, one of my favorite companies.
during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom.
Get ready to get healthy. Get ready to get fit. Get ready to take charge of your health. Get ready to listen, learn, and live healthier, because your health is your wealth. It's time for some information and inspiration. It's time to talk about health and nutrition. Nutrition for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, supplementation for when you don't. Let's Talk Nutrition. Scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Daily prizes and giveaways. Follow Dr. Garko on Twitter at Dr. Garko and on Facebook at facebook.com/Dr. Michael Garko. Now, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
And we're back, and it's great to be with you. Thank you for coming back. If you just tuned in, thank you as well. And you are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition in case you were driving down the road fumbling with your radio and you came across the show. Don't change that dial. Just hang on for a moment. You just may hear something that could be of importance to you and helping you do better with your health. That's what the show's all about. One way or another, somehow or another, each and every day, that's what we try to do around here. Some days we probably do it better than others, but you'll never fault us for no effort. I can tell you that. There's always the effort. And my guest is Jerry Smith, and I have a couple of my pals in the studio with me today. They came all the way from Canada. In fact, one of them, one came from Canada. The other one lives here in Florida. In fact, Henry Small, who used to be a guest on my show, you live near one of the Natural Factors plants up in...
I believe so.
I was at their farm in Kelowna when I was up there visiting. I saw a sign that said Kamloops, and that's where you live. It had an arrow. It said Kamloops. It didn't give the number of miles. It just had an arrow, Kamloops, British Columbia.
We're about an hour and a half away.
Okay. Jerry Smith is my guest. We'll get back to Jerry. Jerry's a very thoughtful guy. If you were listening, you can hear, you can tell the guy thinks about things, very smart, has interesting insights. He mentioned something that I thought about during the break, and I've thought about a lot before the break too, and before he said it. He alluded to the concept of wellness. There are three concepts that you come across when you read the health literature: health, wellness, and well-being. Oftentimes, they're used as synonyms and are used interchangeably. That becomes very confusing. They're different concepts. They mean different things. For example, health can be defined as the absence of disease. World Health Organization defines it that way, and there are variations on a theme with that definition, the absence of disease. Wellness is a different concept, because health in and of itself is more than just the absence of disease. And wellness then begins to implicate other dimensions that would expand upon the concept of health. And there are different models for wellness. Some models have 6 dimensions, some have 7, some have 8. But typically, wellness is a state of being, a state of balance, homeostasis. Balance is a key word with the notion of wellness, where you're trying to achieve wellness. And it can involve your emotions. It can involve the physical dimension of your life, the social dimension of your life, the intellectual dimension of your life, the occupational dimension of your life. And, the physical dimension, of course, that pays tribute and recognizes the importance of being physically active. Talk about that a lot on the show. The intellectual dimension of wellness, that's that creative part, staying intellectually stimulated, being curious, having curiosity, being creative, keeping your mind alive. Spiritual dimension, there's a spiritual dimension of health. What's the purpose of your life? Why are you here? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to accomplish? That takes you in a lot of different directions, philosophically, religiously, and otherwise. Emotional. I opened up today with a study about emotions and how emotions drive people's choices when they're trying to lose weight. The emotional dimension recognizes and accepts a person's feelings. Your health, a lot of your health is about your emotional life. And then there's your psychological life. What's going on in your head? What are you thinking about? Are you an optimistic thinker, pessimistic thinker? Are you in your psychological life? Do you engage in self-talk that causes you to move in directions and to make choices that are not good for you, where you're negative and pessimistic and dark? Or on the reverse side, optimistic, hopeful, trying to do the right thing for the right reason? So you're starting to get my point here. Wellness is it's an expansion of the concept of health. Well-being is the coin. Health is on one side of the coin. Wellness is on the other side of the coin. Well-being is the process, if you will, by which health and wellness are going to be created. Well-being is going to implicate those choices that you're going to make. Well-being is the vehicle that's transporting health and wellness through time and space, if you will, i.e. your life, your well-being. So those concepts are very different concepts. Now, how do I make that, now taking that and make a connection to taking supplements, for example? That seems like, how do you do that? Well, if you have a company like Natural Factors that has a very thoughtful approach and a philosophical approach and a point of view and a scientific approach to manufacturing supplements, you don't just have a supplement. You have a supplement company that's trying to situate itself in the context of health, wellness, and well-being. That's tricky business because, after all, when you walk into a store, all you see are bottles with labels on them. You're not thinking about health, wellness, and well-being in the way I just described. But the way they manufacture those supplements, they have those concepts in mind. They have a new line out called Whole Earth and Sea. You can go to their website. It's called Whole Earth Sea, WHOLEEARTHSEA.com, wholeearthsea.com. And there you'll learn about the line, the process, which I'm going to ask Jerry to talk about, the Whole Earth and Sea process, where they start with heirloom seeds that are organic, non-GMO seeds. Natural Factors has its own farms. I've been to those farms. They're remarkable. They're growing many of the raw materials, the plants, if you will, for this line, for their supplements, which is concentrated food, not extracts. Jerry, welcome back. Did I do a lot of violence to the way you think about health, wellness, and well-being?
It's a perfect segue to what's going on with Natural Factors on this. Just a quick background. This is a 50-year-old private company, and they really have an unusual skill set. They're scientist farmers, is what my colleague called them, and that's really accurate. The scientist farmers, they have 600 acres of organic farms, and they have been growing organic products for use in supplements, which is a very different thing than growing them for the produce stand. And so they have laboratories right on the farms because herbs and other plants that are used for their health benefits, they are fragile and variable in what we measure for nutrients. So the laboratories are there with the scientists right next to the farm. And so most of the ingredients in the whole earth and sea, multiples, are grown by natural factors. Now, most companies don't have the capability to do that. But one of the interesting advantages of that is where we grow them and how fast we deliver them when they're picked. They're hand-picked, literally hand-picked and hand-cultivated. So it's very minimalist in an industrial scale. And within hours, they're processed, gently processed, by our own trade secret process that allows us to gently tease out the nutrients. So hours after they're picked. And where they grow is really important. And one of your program's mantras is that health is a form of wealth. And this is one of the richest, in the same metaphor, the richest place to grow.
And we'll be right back.
Are you able to consume the recommended 6 to 8 servings of fresh fruits and vegetables in a day for optimal health and well-being? Who has time to prepare and eat that many servings? Now there is a way to consume 5 whole servings of fresh fruits and vegetables in an easy-to-mix drink. That's half of your daily recommended servings in one drink. Introducing Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst Powder, made up of 29 enzymatically alive whole foods, along with 7 antioxidant-rich berry extracts in a delicious powder form that you can easily mix into water or your favorite fruit juice. Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst contains sea vegetables, probiotics, organic grasses, and herbal extracts that help to support the immune system, provide increased energy, provide an alkaline pH, and cleanse and detoxify the body. No heat is used in the processing of Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst, so it is enzymatically alive, just like fresh fruits and vegetables. You can find Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst at your local health food store. Ask for it by name.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymatica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymatica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted Best Independent Chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Flexin, the joint health experts. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
I'm talking with Jerry Smith, having a nice conversation with him. Very thoughtful guy. Works for Natural Factors. Is an educator for Natural Factors. Does other things, I am sure. And we're talking about the whole Earth and Sea line and the process that goes into making this line, which is whole food, raw, whole food, organic, raw, whole food, where they start with heirloom seeds that are organic and non-GMO. They have their own farms. They grow their own organic crop. The crop is hand-harvested. You heard Jerry talk about that. Not far from the fields and for the farm, and I've been there, are the facilities, the manufacturing facilities. It gets transported right away. It's not trucked to Timbuktu someplace. It's right there, so it's fresh, hand-picked, immediately taken to the plant, and it's raw processed. This low-temperature blending of the plants. Then it's sustainably packaged. Jerry can talk about that, and it's ultimately and finally naturally vital for you. Did I do okay with that?
Yes, Michael, you did.
You have to remember, I don't work for Natural Factors. I'm just a talk show host trying to get along here and talk about this in an intelligent way. What do you all mean by sustainably packaged?
Well, this is our ultimate supplement line, and we have 400 products. So this one it has the information on the box uses a recyclable paper and inks, and it's in a glass bottle for ultimate sustainability, recyclability, and also for preservation of the tablets. And so it's responsible that way. Also, because we are very excellent trustees of the land, and we've done it for decades, so it's all part of our philosophy. One quick note on the with that, and I'll get out of the Farmer John mode here, but the soil there this is in the Okanagan Valley. It's a beautiful agricultural area. It's a river valley, so this is alluvial soil. That these are 600 acres of farms. There's various farms that we have there. It's the average depth of the soil is 10 feet, not 10 inches of topsoil, 10 feet.
And it's black, and black as black could
rich.
Be,
yes.
Right?
Exactly. So your plants have a lot. If what goes in comes out, and that's why the plants are very rich that we utilize for this. Now the thing is, we decided when we made the Whole Earth and Sea that we would enrich it further with food concentrates that you can't grow in Canada. And so it has a lot to offer besides just what, shall we say, you could grow yourself on the farm. But that's the bulk of the nutrition. So besides, active vegetables like kale and sprouted broccoli and things that we can grow in the area, there's concentrates that a lot of people look for meaningful nutrient levels when they're looking at the box. I mean, what do people do in a health food store? They pick up a box, they look at it, they have maybe 2 boxes in their hand, maybe 3, and they're trying to figure out what nutrients are the best buy for the buck. But part of that is behind the scenes. Otherwise, the label copy looks great on these boxes because we've enriched it with things like curcumin extract from the Theracumin people. Now, you can't grow turmeric here in North America very well.
No.
So some things, if you're going to include them, you need to buy them from the best possible sources. Also, this is a very rich formula for vitamin K2. We have 4 multiples so far, and all the multiples with each serving have 80 micrograms of K2 from the menaquinone 7 folks, which is from the organic natto bean extract. So that's a really important nutrient that's lacking in a lot of multiples. So some of those things were enhanced for just have the best of all worlds.
Sure.
So our approach is not just like a powder that's concentrated. It's a full multiple that has addresses the needs that people are actively interested in.
Sure. And you have the men's multi vitamin and mineral, the men's 50-plus multivitamin and mineral, the woman's multivitamin and mineral, and the women's 50-plus multivitamin and mineral.
That's correct. And there's extra goodies in the women's plus. That's the alpha-lipoic acid, 50 milligrams, and also a healthy dose of saw palmetto in the men's plus. And most of the formulas, all the formulas on the multiples don't have additional iron except the women's, which would be for menstruating women and so forth. So they're very, very thoughtfully differentiated, and they all have the nutrients that address what makes us healthy, what we have in common. And there is a specialty multi. It is a multi. It's called bone structure, and that's important because the calcium source for all of the multis is algae cal, which is very bioavailable form of calcium. It's not just a calcium salt. It's an algae cal. It's from algae, and there's additional amounts in our bone structure. And there's also a very interesting ingredient called polycan, which is a beta-glucan, a special beta-glucan from South Korea that has had 2 good human clinical studies that it does excellent for bone metabolism, both increasing bone formation and modulating bone remodeling. So there's a bone specialty formula as well, which is not just for women because men have that problem too, especially in their 70s.
Sure. We come back, we'll talk more about these supplements, the whole Earth and Sea line, the multiples, and of course they have the bone product, and we'll break it down even further. They also have a herring gold. We'll talk about that.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Over the past 60 years, I have prescribed and been introduced to countless health therapies from around the world. I formulated Medici Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine, for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medici Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medici Plus a part of your daily health routine too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
My new home.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Renew Life, the digestive care company. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Greens Plus, superfood for super health. Medi-C Plus, for heart health and more. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Well, if you're going to spend your money, take your time, and take supplements, then you should take the right ones for the right reasons with good quality. And you can never go wrong with Natural Factors. They're a Canadian company. They're in North America, though, Canada and U.S. So they got to go through all the rigors and loops and hoops, whatever, with the Canadian government plus the U.S. government to make sure that the products are safe and efficacious and all, following all the rules and regulations. Wonderful company. And they've developed a line of supplements they've added to their repertoire. Organic, raw, whole food concentrate supplements. It's amazing. And they are concentrated, the supplements are concentrated 333 to 1 concentrate. In other words, there's a quarter pound or otherwise 100 grams of food concentrated into one tablet. One of my guests in the studio, Jerry, is Henry Small. He lives in Kamloops. Do you know where Kamloops is?
I don't think I've been there, but I've heard of it.
That's like
a
saying,
good answer, Jerry.
That's like saying I've heard of Al Capone. I never met him though.
Well, Kamloops is about an hour and a half away from where you guys are, where the farms are. So I know all about the black dirt and the fertile soil and all of that because we have a little bit of that all the way up into the Kamloops area.
What do you make of this line as you're sitting there, Henry? Because Henry used to be on my show. He was a guest for another company, representing another company. So he's not on. He has his own health talk show in Canada. What do you make of what Jerry has been talking about with this whole Earth and Sea? I knew I was gonna ask you. I saw your head, your brain clicking. What do you think?
I think it's awesome, and I think the concept of what they're doing is harmonious with nature. I mean, growing the stuff right there, going into the labs are right there. Everything's right there. The soil, so the quality of everything is maintained. And this concentrated food idea is wonderful because it's actual food, and it retains, if it's done without heat, it retains all the enzymes. So it's basically live food. So you can't go wrong when you're buying this. You're not just buying a supplement. You don't know what's been done to it, how it's been done. This is the real deal. So this concept's very exciting, and this is a company that I'm familiar with and highly recommend it.
Of course, he's from Canada, and he knows who Natural Factors is. That's where you all originated, Jerry, as you well know. You also you have I got to mention this because I've tasted it. The Organic Vegan Greens Protein Bar.
Yes.
That thing it's almost like committing nutritional sin. It tastes so good. It is unbelievable. That bar is fabulous.
It is, and part of the reason why is it's got a thick coating of organic chocolate, rich, dark, organic chocolate. That's hard to go wrong, but it's 15 grams of vegan protein. It's a great treat, and there's a free bar in every multiple, and so it's blatant bribery. We to get people to try it.
Shameless bribery. You buy the multi, and you get a bar, and you can buy. I buy the box. Sometimes I'll have that bar for my breakfast with my Starbucks. It's nutritional sin. Well, coffee is not all that bad if it's done right and done with moderation. So
true.
I will have that with often. I switch around and I use that bar from time to time as well, and I'll use that as a meal. That's the first thing I'll put into my body. And start the morning like 5 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning. That's what I'll eat. It's wonderful, and it makes you feel full. It's nutritious. It's healthy. I was looking at the WholeEarthC.com website, and I noticed you have a product there that says Pure Food CogniFit. What is that, CogniFit?
Yes, that's part of our, it's Whole Earth and Sea, SEA. So that's the newest version of something that's rather interesting. We were the first to bring to market a different source, kind of one of the natural unrefined sources that's still pure enough to eat, and that's herring roe. So that's what you saw. A CogniFit is a herring roe with higher DHA levels.
Ah, so it's fish oil.
It's fish oil, but it's the gold. It's the caviar of fish oil.
Ah,
it's not just fish oil.
It's not just fish oil. It's not your grandmother's fish oil. This is the caviar. Yes.
The short version of this is that in the Norwegian Arctic, which is still pure enough to not worry about molecular distillation to remove impurities, like unfortunately other parts of the world, like Alaska, it's pure enough. And in the spring, they harvest the roe from the herring. There, herring's a very common Northern European food, and the herring is a very rich source of the phospholipid form of omega-3s, and phospholipid forms are better absorbed, and this is what the popularity of krill is. So this is in the same genre. It's also similar to why people like to buy salmon oils, because although not highly quantitatively concentrated, they're in their pure natural state, and they're shall we say minimally processed. Well, that's similar to the herring roe. Now, herring roe though has a big whopping surprise, because both in the CogniFit and the regular herring gold, you have a substantial quantity of astaxanthin. And, there's a little bit of astaxanthin in salmon oil products, maybe 5 micrograms. But in the 1,000 milligram capsules of the herring gold, for example, there's over 500 micrograms, so, 100 times more. And that's it's the short version of astaxanthin. If your audience is not familiar with it, it's the most potent of the carotenoid antioxidants. It's the king of the carotenes, and there's a lot of research going on that. So it's got a lot of things going for it. One of the nice things is, if you have a lot of repeat with fish oil products, this has no repeat at all. The phospholipid form just keeps it. There's no burping. There's no fishy burps.
Right.
And that's a nice thing about that.
The only repeat we want is to buy the product again. Right?
Yes.
That's the repeat.
That's right. Oh, one thing that's important. This is also the herring eggs and so forth. They're certified by the Marine Stewardship Council, and as a species of least concern. So there's no environmental or ecological sustainability question on this product.
Good.
And that's one of the benefits of it.
This is a fabulous line. If you're a supplement user, you have to consider Whole Earth and Sea. It's really a different multiple vitamin, it's a different step. How about that? It's a different step, and it's good to get into that step. I can tell you, it's fabulous. Come back. I'll have the LTN health question of the day. You can win a $25 supplement gift card.
We live in an age of fast information, high-speed communication, instant gratification, rapid transit, ready mixed, pre-cooked, heat and serve, and living life on a moment's notice. But when it comes to staying healthy, you pause for a moment. Jarrow Formulas has been formulating high-quality nutritional products for over 30 years and has been a leader in the research and development of some of the most effective, affordable, and cutting-edge natural health solutions in the world. At Jarrow Formulas, they understand that distinction does not happen overnight and that a reputation for excellence is only earned through many years of persistence. Their staff of scientists and health professionals insist on doing things the old-fashioned way, with clinical studies and scientific research. They believe that the true test of a quality company is the purity, potency, and good value of its products and meeting the highest expectation of those who matter most, their customers. For more information about their superior formulas and to request free samples of their leading brands, please go to www.jarrow.com.
Hi, this is Dr. Michael Garko. Did you know that over 20 million people in the United States suffer from some form of joint pain? If you have joint or muscle pain, Flexin can help. Good joints are an essential part of everyday life, and the lack of healthy joints can prevent you from enjoying daily activities and rob you of a better quality of life. Flexin is specially formulated with CM8 to provide the pain relief and support your joints need. Flexin CM8 is designed to lubricate your joints and muscles while reducing inflammation and supporting stronger cartilage. Flexin isn't just another glucosamine supplement, it's much more. Its extraordinary formula is composed of powerful ingredients and a special blend of enzymes that make digestion and absorption fast and easy, with results in as little as 1 week. So if you want to enjoy everyday activities again and improve your quality of life, look no further than Flexin. For more information, call 1-800-NPAIN. That's 1-800-NPAIN, or visit your local fine health food store and pick up a bottle of Flexin today.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Did you know that doctors recommend omega-3 essential fatty acids for kids and grown-ups alike? Nordic Naturals, the #1 fish oil in the U.S., offers omega-3s for everyone. In fact, Nordic Naturals has one of the largest product portfolios in the world. Our best-selling Ultimate Omega is available in soft gels or liquid, both with a light, clean lemon flavor and no fishy aftertaste. This concentrated formula has been clinically shown to support heart health. For children, kids everywhere love Nordic Naturals Children's DHA, offered in great-tasting strawberry liquid or chewable soft gels. New Omega Boost is a creamy, delicious formulation of omega-3s. With its great mango taste and velvety smooth texture, Nordic Naturals Omega Boost is a great choice for the whole family. Nordic Naturals carefully manages every step of production of our omega-3 fish oils from boat to bottle, so you can count on Nordic Naturals to be exceptionally pure, fresh, and effective. Nordic Naturals for kids and grown-ups alike. Available at natural products retailers or online at NordicNaturals.com.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit Kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Canavest, from seed to shelf. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. NZ Medica, the enzyme experts. Let's Talk Nutrition, on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Boy, the time flew. Here's the LTN health question of the day. $25 gift card, right answer. This is easy. My guest gave you the answer a couple of times. We mentioned the place. We alluded to it. We mentioned it directly. So let's see if you can guess. If you don't even know the answer, maybe you'll guess. And I always give you a hint because we like you to win. Natural Factors Farms. Where are they located? That's the question. A, the Okanagan Valley of British Columbia. B, Hawaii. Or C, Detroit.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, I know. Where are the Natural Factors Farms? Okanagan Valley of British Columbia, Hawaii, or Detroit? 877-897-8255. Phone lines lit up. If somebody gives me the answer Detroit, I'm going to get up and walk out of the studio. 877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK. Jerry, welcome back. You can tell we try to have a little sense of humor and fun around here. I hope you're not offended. If you are, too bad.
I love you. That's great.
I typically I know you have a sense of humor. You're a serious guy, but I know you like fun. You enjoy it. Listen, I wanted to add
one of the best ways to get into the mind. Humor is a good way, both self-talk, being laughing at yourself, and
self-deprecating. Yep.
Yeah.
And believe you me, I could spend the whole day making fun of myself. I got a lot of material. Listen, there are other companies out there that make these whole food vitamins, if you will, and their process is kind of interesting. They will mix USP vitamins and minerals, and they'll take baker's yeast like Saccharomyces cerevisiae, sugar or molasses, and then they mix it in a tank, and then they do that for what, 12 or half a day or a full day. Then the yeast is harvested and the material's dried off. That's what some of these companies do. You all don't do that, do you?
No, and the process has been around for a long time, and so in the category of plant-based supplements, we really try to go to the next generation. So we feel the best method is getting things in the ground. The big difference, so the consumers, it's easy to get confused. Most of the ingredients in this are planted. They go in the ground. They sprout. And that's a miraculous event. In fact, the owner of the company wrote a children's book about it from his own experience called Plant a Seed and See What Grows. Because not only is, the little sprout comes out, it exponentially increases in its nutrition density.
Absolutely.
So we feel that you cannot outsmart nature. It's just been a hard trick to do.
You know what I say? You cannot bargain. Another way I say it is you cannot bargain with biology. Right? You can do that all day long. You can try to trick biology, or in this case, nature. At the end, it will always outwit you, right?
Well, yes, or you'll fool yourself.
Well, same difference. Let's go to Tampa, Florida. Chris, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, Chris.
Hello, thank you.
How you doing?
Very good, sir.
You having a good day today?
It's sunshiny outside, yes.
It's good. It's good weather. So where do they grow their organic crop to make the whole Earth and Sea line of natural factors? Do they grow it in the Okanagan Valley of British Columbia? Do they do that in Hawaii? Or do they make all that happen in Detroit?
Okanagan Valley.
Yeah, the Okanagan Valley of British Columbia. It's absolutely breathtaking. So beautiful, and I've been there, and man, what a treat. Congratulations, Chris. You won 25.
I have a question to him.
Go ahead.
Where does he get his heirloom? I want a garden. Where does he get his heirloom seeds from?
Good question. Well, we've been digging in the dirt for 50 years. So, we have we're a member of the International Seed Saving Organization. Governments actually seek us out because we have a lot of activities that have nothing to do with our commerce. So we came out 20 years ago when genetic engineering was starting to surface. We came out against it in print, and that's just who we are. I mean, it's just natural.
Well, go ahead. I was just saying that they have the island in Iceland that all those millionaires own, Gates and all those, and they have a food factory, and they reproduce the seeds every cycle. I mean, that's what. No, so I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. Can people buy your seeds?
I don't know. I think knowing natural factors, they would more likely. I don't think they're probably in the consumer end of it. But we do donate them to different seed organizations because there's a limited amount, I guess. But I think that it's more in the institutional phase of the seed rather than the consumer available, unfortunately.
See, this is why I like doing the show. I have callers sitting out there listening and watching the show. I didn't know about this island with all these people with the big money that have these seeds. I didn't know.
Yeah, it's someplace in Iceland. It's where it's subtropic, and I saw it on. I was listening to Science or whatever.
Good. See,
Science. Yeah. So they were Discovery or National Geographic.
Good.
One of those.
So you made a nice contribution, and you won a prize too. I don't know if you've ever tried that whole Earth and Seed line. They have a woman's multi. I don't think you don't sound over 50 to me. I don't know what over 50 is supposed to sound like, but you've called.
Neither do you. No.
You've called my show before. I know you're younger than that, but they have a wonderful line for women. Then they have a 50-plus line for women as well. You might want to give it a try.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Congratulations, Chris, and thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
My pleasure. I have a million other questions I want to ask you, but we're out of time, Jerry. Please give my best to Roland. Tell him I said hello, and I was asking about him and all the good people at Natural Factors. You know, I think the world of your company, and for good reason. It's always easy to like nice people that do good things. That's easy, right? That's not hard.
Thank you so much, Dr. Garko.
What are you going to do the rest of the day, brother?
He's going to send a bag of seeds to Chris.
How did you know?
Well, she's under 50. Get at it, Jerry.
Go for it, my man. So you're going to have a good day, I'm sure. You got plenty to do. I know you're a busy guy.
Absolutely, and one of that is the sun is shining, so I'm going to get some of it, too.
Good for you. Please, when you see Roland, tell him I said hi, okay?
I will, Michael.
All right, take care. Whole Earth and Sea, get it. Natural Factors. Why? Because your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you.
At Country Life